Good morning, guys, girls. Rob here with you this morning, and we're gonna get lined up here best we can. Let's do that. There we go. And NFL picks. Let's see, what did I do last week? Let me see if I can go through my picks from last week. Do I have them right here? I don't may not. I may have them in the other room. Let me grab them real quick. All right, I got them right here. Got to double check everything, make sure cross all the T's and dot the I's. So let's see what happened with my picks last week. All right. NFL Week 2 scores. All right.
The Browns lost to the Steelers 26-22.
Indeed, they did.
The Saints beat the Panthers 20-17.
And that's
Last Sunday, the Jets lost to the Cowboys 30-10.
All right, that's enough. Once it got to be 2 points instead of 2.5, once you got to 2.5, rather, I went to the Steelers 26-22, and ended up being an over, which I went over with it and picked the Steelers. Saints, Panthers, that was a push. I went with the under 37. It was an under there. Washington and Denver. I picked Washington to win straight up in that ball game. It was a full point. They win 35-33. I went with the over. Over hits. Dallas 30, the Jets 10. I gave up 8.5. I said I don't care. 8.5, 38.5. I went over the total hit. Cleveland, Tim went straight 12-4 straight up. I got my straight up picks with Brian's channel. I'm not exactly sure how I went, but I think I did pretty good. Giants, they were 4-point favorites this week. They win by 3. I went with the Cards. I took the Cards. I went under the 39.5. I should have went over the total, but I did pick the Cards plus at points. Niners, 7 points. That's a push all the way. I went with the over. Over easily hit there. Titans. I went with the Titans plus a 2.5. I told you straight up they was going to win. Straight up they did win. I went under the total. I missed on that one. That was an overtime game. The Bills and Raiders, I missed bad on that. I liked the Raiders in that ball game plus a 9.5. I said the Buffalo probably would win straight up. Falcons and Green Bay. Falcons were 2.5-point favorites. I took Green Bay. Green Bay covers on that one. 2.5. I took a pack. Chiefs and Jags. I like the Chiefs all week long. I said the Jags are not for real. Chiefs gave up 3 and they win by 8. I went. Where'd I go on that one? 51. I went under the total. Under the total hit. Bucks 27-17. Over Chicago. Minus 3.5. I said yes all the way. I went under the total of 40. I missed on that. Colts 31, Texans 20. I went with the Colts all week long. Colts got a point on top of everything else. 40. I went over that total and easily went over. Seahawks Lions, I missed that one bad. I gave up 5.5. Didn't matter. Seahawks easily covered and win that game. 47 was the total I went over. Over was the play there. Ravens Bengals. I went with Baltimore minus 3. That's a push in that ball game. Was Cincinnati favored by? I think Cincinnati was favored by 3. I took the Ravens in that ball game. Ravens win 45. Was it 45.5 was the under? I went the under. Over hits. So this week, we'll have to check my overall record, see how I did, but we'll see about that. This week we have got totally different teams playing a Thursday night snoozer, I think, and then we'll see from there. Um, let's start right off with the Thursday night game this week. It's the Giants at the Niners. Total. I don't have the totals right here on me there, so I'm not. I'm just gonna give you the points, and wherever the spread hits, it's the way it hits. Uh, Niners are 10.5 point favorites. They're going to cover. They're going to cover easy. Giants played well in the third quarter, all in the fourth quarter against a Cardinals team that's not very good. Giants are not very good either. We're going to find that out this week. I'm going to show it to you and I'm going to prove it to you. Giants are not a very good team. They really aren't. 49ers 33, Giants 10. Give up the points, taking Niners. Sunday, we got the Falcons at the Lions. And the Lions are a 3 point favorite. I like them huge in this game. I like them huge, huge, huge. Detroit buries the Falcons this week. Desmond Ridder gets sacked at least 5 times. 5 times. Detroit wins this one. Give up 3. 34-13. Absolute blowout in Detroit. We got the Chargers and the Vikings. Vikings 0-2. Division leaders 1-1. This is one that Minnesota absolutely has to have. And Chargers are a 1 point favorite. Guess what? Chargers are going to lose by a point. 28-27. Take the point. Take Minnesota. Minnesota straight up wins this ball game. Saints at the Packers. This is one I had to kind of chew on a little bit. The Packers are 2 point favorites here. This could go either way. The Saints, Packers, Carolina, they're all kind of in the same boat. They all have really good defenses. It's all the way according to the way Jordan Love plays. I think they win this week. They're at home, 21-17. Give up at 2 points, take it back. Texans at the Jags. This is one right here. I had 9.5 is a lot of points to give up to a Texans team that actually can go up and down the field with anybody. The Jags are not the best defense in the world. We're going to see that this week. I got a feeling they're going to probably play over a total this week. 34-24, Jacksonville just barely covers the 9.5. Broncos and Dolphins. And let's see, Miami is a 5.5 favorite in this ball game. Look, they proved this past week. Washington did. You can go right into Denver. You can beat this team. Miami's better offensively than Washington. I'm not sure they're quite as good defensively. Offensively, they are. Denver has no. I mean, they got some offensive weapons, but they just. It looks like they can't use them. Miami 29, Denver 17. Give up in points. Give up at 6.5. Take Miami. Titans at the Browns. Titans at the Browns. Browns are missing a couple of key components this week, and that is not good for them. The Browns are 3.5 favorite. Too many points. Too many points. The Titans can run the football. And when they're forced to, they can actually throw the football. Defensively, they are underrated. A lot of people do not give the Titans a chance in this ballgame. I not only give them a chance, I think they win the game outright. 21-20, Tennessee beats the undefeated Browns. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Browns lost last night. I'm sorry. They're going to put them at 1-2. Bills and Commanders. Bills are a 6.5 favorite. Too many points. The Bills have not proven to me. Yeah. You play a good defense. They're not able to move it up and down the field. I think Washington not only is going to hold them close, I think they're almost going to win this game. They may lose on a last second field goal. Buffalo 24, Commanders 23. Take the 6.5 and go with Washington in this ball game. Colts and Ravens. Ravens just way too much here. They're going to be at home. They're a tough home team. the Colts, you can say what you want to. I'm not a big Richardson fan. I actually think they're going to play better without him, but he could be back this week. We will see. 29-17. I like Baltimore. You give up the 7.5. Patriots and Jets. Um, the Patriots are a 3-point favorite in this game. The Pats are favored going to New York. I think it's going to be a tough place for the Jets right here. I'm not exactly sure they know what they're doing here. I like your Pats in this ballgame. I think your Pats have to come out. They have to win this ballgame 17-12 in a low scoring. I'm not going to say a thriller, but give up the points. Take the Patriots in this ballgame. The Jets are going to be stingy, but I really think the Pats are just as stingy. Panthers and Seahawks. Seahawks are at home this week for that reason. That reason alone, I think Seattle wins the ball game. 6.5, too many points though. 24-19. Take Carolina. Take the points in this ball game. 6.5. Take Carolina and their points this week. Seattle wins outright. Bears and Chiefs. Bears. They're a debacle right now. They really are. They may be the worst team in the league right now. Chiefs a 13. It started a week 11 and a half, still worked its way up to 13. It may be 16 or 17. I don't care. This will be the blowout of the week. 44-14. The Chiefs absolutely demolish the Bears. 14 might be nice to them. It may be 44-0. Don't be surprised if this is a blowout. They're playing in Kansas City. Chicago has nothing going for it here. Kansas City 44, Chicago 14. Give up a 13 points and smile. Cowboys at Cardinals. Cowboys. How about this one now? They are a 12 and a hook favorite this week going to Arizona. Arizona's played 2 games tight so far. And the one thing that they have done is when they had to play some defense, they've played a little bit. Dallas is going to win this ball game. 12.5 is too many points. Dallas 28, Arizona 20. Dallas wins outright, but Arizona will cover the spread. Sunday night, Steelers at the Raiders. If last night didn't show you at least something about the Steelers' guts, look, the kid quarterback, he's going to have his problems. We know that. He's going to have his problems. But at this point, the defense has shown that they can play. They're going to march into Vegas. I think they're going to beat the Raiders 21-17. Give up the 1 point. Give the 1 point up. Steelers or ball hawks, and their defense is not letting them down right now. We'll see how number 8 plays in the next few weeks. I think right here, if he just does not give the ball up, 21-17, I like Pittsburgh in that ball game. Monday night, we got the Eagles going to Tampa. Eagles are 5.5 point favorites. Not enough points. You got to give up more than that. Eagles win double digits in this ballgame, 29-16. I know Tampa is good defensively, but boy, oh boy, Baker Mayfield is going to be on the ground at least 7 times. I don't know how many sacks, probably 4 to 6, but it's not going to be nice. The Eagles defense will dominate this ballgame, 29-16. Give up the 5.5 and take the Phillies. I mean the Eagles. I'm sorry, take Philly. Rams at the Bengals. This is a game that Cincinnati must win. And anytime they've had their back against a wall with Joe Burrow, they've always come through. The Rams are a decent offense. They are a decent defense. The Bengals are better on both sides of the football. Burrow has looked like trash. I think he's hurt. We're gonna see though. Right here, this is when the rubber hits the pavement. They lose this week. This is a team that's going to be in a free fall, and they may not win 6 games all year. I think the Bengals will bounce back, even if Burrow is hurt. I like them in this ball game. I like them actually big, 34-17. I think Cincinnati not only covers, the 1.5. I think they easily win this game. Let's see for our locks of the week. Our locks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Detroit and Atlanta. Detroit, I think, is at home, aren't they? Is Detroit at home? Yeah. Take Detroit here. Give up the 3. I like a Lions huge in this ball game. Niners and Giants Thursday night. It might be a snooze fest. 10.5 is just not enough points. Though. The 49ers are much better, and now they're getting to play at home. They've played 2 on the road already. Don't forget, they're 2-0. They haven't even seen their home field yet. This is going to be a rowdy crowd. Niners going to win, and they're going to win big. And then the final lock of the week, Chiefs, Bears, 13. It's sad when a team can get 13, and you probably think that the number's going to go higher, not lower. Chiefs are going to win by at least 20. I got them winning by 30, 34. Let's see, what have I got them winning? 44-14. I think they absolutely demolish your Bears. Bottom 5 teams in the league right now. Number 1 has got to be the Bears. Number 2, I think Houston is still not very good. I don't care if C.J. Stroud did throw for 3.5 bills, almost 400 yards. They're not a very, very good team right now. They're one of the bottom 5. Let's see who else is a bottom 5 dweller right now. Wow, this is tough. Really, really is. Hey, you know what? Until they win, they're bottom 5 teams. Cincinnati, you got to prove yourself. You got to dig yourself out of the depths. You're one of the 5 worst teams in the league right now. You're 0-2. You're not playing your best. You're 0-2. You got to dig yourself out of something. Arizona. Arizona has played well at times against both NFC East teams. They're going to play another NFC East team this week, so they're going to play 3 NFC East teams to start their season. Not really a recipe for success. I think Arizona is one of the 5 worst teams in the league. That's 4 of them right there. Who is the other worst team? Wow. Oh, it's just a tough one. Did we put Indianapolis as a bottom 5 dweller right now? I don't know. We got Chicago, we got Arizona, we got Cincinnati. And we have Houston. Who is the other? Who would be the next worst team? I don't really know. It's not really fair to put a team that's 2-0 up there. You can't do that. Chargers 0-2. Chargers are 0-2, right? Yeah. Let me look at the NFL. Let me look at the NFL standings. Chargers 0-2. Yeah, Chargers are 0-2. Denver too. Denver. Who is worse, Denver or the Chargers? Wow. Is Carolina 0-2 though? Yeah, Carolina is 0-2. I guess you would. I guess you have to put Carolina at the bottom. Yeah. 27 points is all they've scored in 2 games too. Yeah, I guess Carolina would be a bottom 5 team. Top five, no particular order. I'm going to put Dallas up there. Dallas is playing really well. Philly. I'm going to put the 49ers up there. They're playing really, really well. That's 3 teams already I've put up there. Miami. Miami is a really, really good team. That's 4. And who's going to be number 5? Chiefs are 1-1. can't put Washington up there. Can't do it. I don't care if they are 2-0. They're not a top 5 team. But who do I put up there? Niners. Miami. Baltimore. That's who I will put. I'll put the Niners, Dolphins, Ravens, Cowboys, and the Eagles as my top 5. Let one of them lose this weekend. Let Washington beat the Bills by some crazy habit. Would Washington go in the top 5? How about that one? You guys know I'm a Washington fan. If one of those 5, listen to me now. If Philly, Dallas, Miami, Dallas, Miami, Baltimore, Philly, Dallas, Miami, Baltimore, or the 49ers. If any of them lose this week, and Washington was a pulley upset at home against the Bills, are they a top 5 team? That's the question to leave for chat. So you tell me, if one of my top 5 lose this week and go to 2-1, and Washington were to pull the upset against the Bills and go 3-0, are they a top 5 team in the NFL? I'm not going to say one way or the other. I'm not sure, but they're not yet. They're not yet. No, but I'm just saying, if one of those top 5 loses, and Washington pulls the upset against Buffalo and makes them 1-2, is Washington a top 5 team? Thanks for giving me 22 minutes of your morning. I'm going to try to get on tonight if Brian does his picks. I got my numbers right here beside of me. As you know, I did my college picks yesterday, but I'll go back and watch my picks, and I got to find out what my record is as far as picking just straight up this past week, and see what everybody else picked too, and then we'll go from there. God bless. Have a great, great day, and I hope to see you all very soon. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and we're going to be at 500 before you know it. Bye-bye.